Welcome back to The Extra Point. I'm Joe Ruggiero, joined by Jen Hoffman, and we're here with the Monmouth ice hockey team. I'm here with Steve Benora, Steve Loretti, and Anthony Trito. How are you guys?
Pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Doing pretty good, thank you.
Right. Good. Sounds good. All right, so you guys are off to a pretty hot start this season. You've recently switched conferences to the Colonial Coast or Colonial States Conference, rather. How has that transition been for you guys?
Well, I've been here the longest, so going from the Masha to this, it's been a lot better for us. Overall, better for everybody on the team, especially, and we've won 6 straight, so it's going to show.
Yeah, we're playing like teams like the schools are more our size. We're not playing like Penn State, like 40,000 kids, though 6,000 kids at Monmouth. It's like a game changer. More skill, like competitive.
Right. Definitely, you're going against Penn State, who has a D1 team, and you're playing one of the lesser of the D2 teams.
Yeah.
So it's definitely helped you guys out a lot by playing NJIT and Princeton. Speaking of those, you guys are sitting in 3rd place behind those teams. And Westchester, that's your next game. They won the conference last year. How are you guys going to prepare for to take on Westchester?
Well, the team's conditioning pretty well. We're getting prepared for every game with good intensity of practice and making sure we're all focused in the locker room and you're not going out before games and just being well behaved. So I think this season is just a different approach to it. We're all really prepared. So.
Speaking of locker room, Loretti, you're an assistant captain.
Yes.
How do you take on your leadership role and kind of mentor the young guys?
I don't know. I try to be positive and try to point out little things, little mistakes. Try to help them out, be like a teacher almost.
Right.
That's really it.
And Benora, you've been here for a little while. You take these guys under your wing. What do you do in the locker room to help them out?
I just try to give them some good words of wisdom and lead by example.
I mean, you guys, it seems like it's working because you guys are 8-2 on the season. You've won 6 in a row, like you mentioned. What do you attribute that success to?
Myself. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Seriously.
It's actually kind of serious.
It's a combination of things. I think the team collectively supports each other. Last season it was a little different because we were playing teams that were, really difficult to play, rather than this season where their teams are more evenly matched. So just a collective effort by the team, and we're having fun. So that's what we like.
Yeah, we have a good group of guys this year, really close. Everyone's pretty close with each other.
I think it attributes to good leadership coming from Laura and Plangere and DeFeedy, who aren't here, but they do a great job in the locker room as well.
Do you guys like playing a lot of teams locally in New Jersey? I mean, you mentioned Princeton and NJIT. You guys had a big win against Seton Hall. I mean, 13 goals in that game. Do you like those interstate matchups a lot because you get to play teams that kind of have a one-upsmanship in the state?
I'd say there's some bragging rights involved in it. It's nice to be one of the top teams in New Jersey. We'll say it, I won't lie.
I mean, I don't really care. It's just a game to me.
One game after the next game. I mean, we have Steve. You are the goalie of the team. Do you feel sometimes there could be a little added pressure being the goalie, just in a sense that a lot of the game relies on you. You give up, in a sense, you give up the goals. You're going to lose the game. But I know obviously you have a defense in front of you.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of pressure when it comes to being the goalie. It's 90% mental and then it's 10% physical, but I know I got a good team in front of me, especially with Laura and Trito, that always have my back, and no matter what, they're going to work their butts off for me.
So you guys have a bye week this upcoming weekend. How are you guys going to prepare to take for the games that you have for the rest of this semester?
We're just going to prepare our bodies, make sure that we kind of rest up and get ready for these next couple of games that are coming up because, like you said, Westchester's definitely a competitor. I want to make sure we play well for them, and I don't know, it's just a matter of being ready.
Yeah, just resting our bodies because everyone's sick right now. We just got to get better.
Right.
That's really it.
Definitely. All right, well, we have to take a quick commercial break, but keep it tuned right here to the HawkTV for more Extra Point and more with these guys on the Monmouth ice hockey team. All right, welcome back to the Extra Point alongside Joe Ruggiero. I'm Jen Hoffman, and we are here with the Monmouth University ice hockey team, and we're catching up with these guys.
And during the break, guys, I was talking to Steve a little bit individually that you made this transition this year from defense to offense. What's that been like for you?
I mean, pretty easy. I've been doing both ways my whole life, and since I've been here, I've been doing both ways. So pretty easy, honestly.
And Anthony, you were talking about how you're a center, and you're the center, obviously, of it all. As much of a pun as that sounds, what is it like, working with the lines and making sure everyone's in the same alignment?
Well, I think it ties into just being a senior on the team. Just trying to show leadership, lead by example, like going into the corners and getting pucks and making sure I, just encourage my teammates on the line, and that's pretty much it. I don't try to do too much, but.
Well, whatever you guys are doing seems to be working. You've scored 28 goals over the course of 3 games, and that's some offensive firepower, if you ask me.
Yeah.
What can you guys attribute that to? That's a lot of goals.
Well, Steve over here can talk about that. He scored a lot of goals recently.
Yeah, goal scorer.
Yeah.
Do you have a Hattie?
No, I wish.
No?
I can't. I just can't do it. I would come so close.
You'll get it.
You really are.
Yeah, I know. I really am. But
Steve actually had a goal too.
As a goalie.
That's
One
how-
day it will happen.
So what do you think it is that you're being able to score so many goals in all these games?
I think we're
just clicking. We're just clicking, I
Everybody's
think.
gelling.
Yeah, just rolling, and just a lot of chemistry.
So
Honestly.
we did mention before you're playing Westchester, a tougher team, but coming off these games, you guys are on a winning streak. You're scoring a lot of goals. That has to give you more confidence going into this this bigger game against a tougher team.
Yeah, definitely a confidence booster. Hopefully it carries on though.
Yeah.
It would definitely help.
When you're now, you guys all started hockey when you were very young. Were there any professional hockey players that really inspired you and you kind of maybe play like a little bit when you're out there on the ice?
It's a loaded question. Recently, I'm a big Islander fan. Recently, it's been John Tavares because the guy is just insane. But growing up, it was guys like early. Forgive me. It was Alexei Yashin was like, worshipped him. He was really good. But Jaromir Jagr, players like that.
Mm-hmm. Steve?
I don't know. Definitely never had like a player to look up to. I guess Brian Rafalski, defenseman for the Devils back in the day, but that's really it. That's all I can think of.
Steve? It's got to be a goalie, no?
Henrik.
I would hope so.
Henrik, somebody.
Well, the goalie before Lundqvist on the Rangers was Mike Richter, and then he was number 35, hence why I'm 35. But right now, Lundqvist is my favorite goalie to look up to, who I try to mold the game after. But there's other goalies too. There's John Quick, there's Jimmy Howard, Ryan Miller. By the way, all American goalies too, so we've got to keep it in the States.
Absolutely.
God bless America.
God bless America.
Nothing better.
All right, well, thanks, guys. It's been a pleasure having you on the show tonight.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you,
You
guys.
guys are great. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have a brand new package called A Bird's Eye View, so keep it tuned right here to Hawk TV.